Hello, my name is Saf, and I'm here to brief you about my project on driverless carpool. So, carpool system is a system where people with same journey share their rights. So, there are a lot of problem in our country in transport section where people are stuck in a lot of jam, a lot of public transport section which is very inadequate, and the rising of gas prices. So overcome from this we can share rights where so we can utilize the space of car. So the solution of this problem required a lot of resources and time. So an alternate to reduce this issue mentioning earlier can be used. This alternative is none other than carpooling. The aim is to bring this project to the traveler with similar destination and time to help reduce the number of vehicles used and utilize the space in the vehicle. The online carpooling system which I am doing right now in my project is a web-based application. Is to provide us with a simple riding platform between a car owner and a user. There will be a user which is going to enroll themselves in a web design application, and there will be a admin who is a car owner. This project enable user to access mobility assets owned by other exactly when they need, issue a medium for available cars to pick up them on an interest of car owner with time and capacity. So as I told you about the carpooling, so the description of carpooling is it is a car sharing ride and lift sharing. It is a sharing of car journey so that more than one person travel in a car and prevents the need of other to have to drive to the location themselves. By having more people using one vehicle, carpooling reduce each person costs such as fuel costs, tolls and stress of driving. Carpooling is also more environmentally friendly and sustainable way to travel as sharing journey reduce air pollution, carbon emission, traffic congestion on the road and the need of parking spaces. Authorities often encourage carpooling especially during period of high pollution and high fuel price. Like in Delhi there is a odd and even rule, all because of the rise in the car section. As the latest daily survey says that the Delhi have more than 1 crore cars. That means for every second Delhi person having a car. So the Delhi population is approx 2 crore. So for every second person is having a car, which is basically the main reason behind the pollution and the congestion on road. So we can reduce them by the use of carpooling. So in 2009, carpooling represented 43.5% of all trips in the United States and 10% of commute trips. The majority of carpool commutes are fampool and family member. So this is basically showing the statistics of using of carpooling. Carpool commuting is more popular for people who work in places with more jobs nearby, who lives plain places and high residential densities. So advantages, we have to talk about the main advantages of this project is it will help in to reduce pollution, reduce traffic, it will save your money, save natural resources. The purpose of this project is to help reduce the problem like traffic jam by fully utilizing the vehicle spaces, reduce the wastage of fuel, save money. And motivation behind this project is as the population of the world increases day by day, the problem for the world increases and some of the problem affect the general population. As you all know, some problems are inadequate public transportation, high gas price, traffic jam, depletion of natural resources and obtaining of fuel, etc. These are the major drawbacks for the traffic jams and for the without the carpooling system. If these problems are not solved, then the effect can be dangerous. For example, so talking about the architecture of my project, the system specification and hardware requirement will be system with any Oracle based system. The RAM requirement is 2 GB and hard disk is of minimum of 500 GB. Talk about the software's requirement for this project is software can be defined by any run for the project computer. So main operating system you can use is Windows XP and any advanced like 2007, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 9 and Windows 10, any kind of and the backend will be, I'll be performing all the coding will be on Django and Python, and the front end where I'm going to architect my username and password will be on HTML, CSS and JavaScript, where the whole home page and the login page will be performed, and the database, all the data will be on MySQL. System architecture will require with two function requirement and non-functional requirement. So through this module, user can register themselves. After giving their detail, they will get a user ID and password. Then to get entry into a detail section, they need to provide this ID and password, and only user with valid ID and password will get the entry, and no other will get entry without any invalid password or ID. So this is also a security feature to avoid entry of unauthorized user. So there will be a login, search and manage information in your home page, which will be made by the use of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In the login menu, the module will be main, user ID and password, and will be checked by the user ID password, which we can utilize from the data of MySQL. And on the search module, user can find their representative information, manage information. User can update their detail as well as their card detail. User can also delete his card detail and complete account. And non-functional requirement will be privacy and robustness. For the privacy, message shared between user will be encrypted to maintain privacy and robustness. In case user devices crash, a backup for their chat history must be stored, and remote database server to create recoverability. Thank you.